A happy Wednesday to you. The Mariners struck out 14 times in a 4-1 loss to Detroit last night. Tigers struck for 3 runs off Seattle starter Luis Castillo by finding several holes in the Mariners defense. Meanwhile, Detroit rookie pitcher Kiter Montero kept Seattle hitters off balance for 6 innings.
Dan Dickerson played it cool. Base hit center field. Parker Meadows gives the Tigers the first lead tonight. Can Colt Keith hit the ball in the air? It's on the ground to first and through past Raley. Could have been 2. Instead, it's 2-0. Here's a ground ball base hit right side. The Tigers are playing first to third bingo here in Seattle. This throw is not in time.
Raley sends this deep out to center field, and this ball is gone. Luke Raley checks in with a 5th inning homer and puts the Mariners on the board.
Montero getting that break ball over for a strike. Riley was sitting on it, straight away center field.
I see a Mariner response right there for Luke, his 2nd home run on this homestand. He is now 3 for 11, 2 home runs and 6 RBI.
Soft served into right field for a base hit. Baez makes the turn into third. Meanwhile, Vierling hunts for second. Here's the tag by Dylan Moore, and he's cut down at second base. Kind of jams up Polanco from short right field on a skip, and in time.
After the hit by pitch. Oh boy, that ball's drilled. This is an absolute no-doubter. Parker Meadows with that sound just became a garage band by himself here in Seattle.
After not getting that run in the 7th inning to come back and get that 2-out home run from Parker Meadows, got a good pitch to drive, but kept that really same kind of quick stroke and was up there with a good plan too.
3-2. Fly ball hanging up right center field, does not have enough to it, and drops in. Nobody caught the ball. Meadows and Perez were in a staring contest, and the game lives with 2 outs in the 9th. Wow.
On 0-2. And that is the ball game.
Justin Turner was hit by a pitch in the bottom of the 9th in his left hand. Manager Scott Service says the initial medical results were looking pretty good.
We had x-rays on that is negative. He does not have a broken hand, but he obviously the contusion pretty sore, and so he'll be day to day. So hopefully we're going to catch a little luck with that one. You never know. Anytime he gets hit up in that area, it's his left hand. You're always nervous that something is going to be fractured, but hopefully we dodged a bullet there, and we'll see if he's going to be available tomorrow or not. Offensively, obviously, Montero, young pitcher, he's got good stuff. He got into his curveball, his breaking pitches there, and we just couldn't do much against him. Early on, I thought we had some good swings, and he settled in, and certainly had a good shot there in the 6th inning, his last inning out there, the first 2 guys on, and he made a good pitch, ran a 2-seamer in on Randy, and tied him up, got a double play ball, and we weren't able to do much against their bullpen. Got a lot of games left to play. All these games are very important. You need a few things to go your way on certain nights. Tonight it didn't go our way. We have to come back and get after them tomorrow.
Seattle and Detroit go at it again tonight, 6:40 on Root Sports Northwest. While Houston beat Texas 4-2, Framber Valdez flirted with a no-hitter until surrendering a 2-run home run with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. The Astros now trail Seattle by a half game in the division. The White Sox ended their 21-game losing streak with a 5-1 win over Oakland. The Angels and Yankees were rained out, and they're making that up today as a doubleheader. Well, the Seahawks continue adjusting to an entire new offense during training camp in Renton. New offensive coordinator comes to Seattle after leading the UW offense to the College National Championship a season ago. Ryan Grubb says he's looking forward to Saturday's first preseason game to see how well they'll communicate.
I think it's just like any early season. If you had a scrimmage or a preseason game, you're looking for operation, integrity, making sure that we can get in and out of a huddle, operate clearly in tough situations, and just look smooth, feel smooth, and make sure the operation piece is good for the guys. I'm really encouraged in the last couple days here. in our run game. Not necessarily, obviously, today. It was not a padded practice, but yesterday and then at times on Saturday, I felt like we were able to come together and start moving some people off the line of scrimmage, which was really encouraging. And obviously, that's something you want to be able to hang your hat on, is that you can establish a line of scrimmage, have a good run game, and set up the rest of your game plan.
Grubb says he's very pleased with the leadership shown in the tight end room on keeping the tempo and attitude in good standing.
They were a group that I pointed out in the offensive unit meeting today. We had some lulls in the week at the end of last week, and a couple times I really felt like the tight end group specifically was what lifted us out of that. Just their energy, they're communicating at a really, really high level, and just how you want it to look on film. Effort, finish, and just executing at a really high level, like knowing what they're – if I want to get something in, I talk to Coach Mack. He's like, it's in. We can get it in. Don't worry. We can do that with 2 tight ends on the field. And, just their openness to compete and have a really, really talented room and realize the competition is going on but still staying together. So just both how they've been playing and then the unity that they have within the room, I think, embodies what we want to have on the offense.
Tight end Noah Fant says he's excited about the potential of Grubb's offense and looks forward to seeing how it will play out.
Honestly, my favorite thing about it is just like everybody being able to get into positions that they're really good at, being able to do the things that they're really good at, use their speed, use their change of direction, use all these things. You can tell that he has really put some thought into where he wants guys to be put at and what positions they'll succeed in. So I think that's been a really cool part of it.
The unique relationship has been between Ryan Grubb and his days at Washington and rookie defensive tackle Byron Murphy II.
His offense very similar because I'm used to it, like you said, played him a few times, but his offense is just keep you on your toes. Like you never know what's coming. Might be a trick play, run, play action. You do a lot of motion. He throw a lot of eye candy at you. So, man, his offense just keep you all balanced. You don't know what's coming. Oh man, he tell me, all the time, like he come up to me or something, like going to me, he's like, man, you gave me some problems when I was at UW. So we talk about it all the time, but it's fun, just bringing up memories and everything, and just to be here, together and be on the same team. So it's great.
Seattle heads for LA Friday to prepare for their first preseason game. That'll be Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock. The Wenatchee AppleSox secured the West Coast League's North Division second-half title last night despite losing at Bend 4-1. Wenatchee's bats were quiet with their starting pitcher having his longest outing of the season. We get more on last night's game from the voice of the AppleSox, Joel Norman.
The Wenatchee AppleSox bats were held to just 1 run for the second time in their last 3 games as they fell to the Bend Elks by 4-1 score on Tuesday night at Vince Guenna Stadium. Cam Hoyland tossed a season-high 7 innings, surrendering 3 runs in that time, but the AppleSox couldn't get a whole lot going at the plate, collecting only 4 hits. Max Hartman had half of that total, with his second hit driving in Wenatchee's only run in the top of the 5th. Wenatchee will look to bounce back as it faces Bend again at 6:35 on Wednesday night in the penultimate game of the 2024 regular season. With your AppleSox update, I'm Joel Norman.
James Castagnola added one of Wenatchee's 4 hits in the game. Listen for Joel's call tonight on Sunny FM. Now, Victoria and Bellingham also lost last night, handing Wenatchee the second-half title. Harbor Cats fell to Corvallis 5-4, which gives the Knights the best overall record in the West Coast League, meaning they'll host the championship game if they get there. Bellingham fell to Springfield 12-9. Edmonton topped Nanaimo 9-2. Yakima Valley edged Kamloops in 10 innings 7-6. Calix got by Port Angeles 5-4. Walla Walla handed Ridgefield a 7-5 loss, while Portland slammed Kelowna 15-0. Now that puts the Pickles in first place in the South second-half standings, a half game in front of the Raptors. Corvallis has a chance to claim the first and second-half titles, being a game and a half back. Here's the latest standings in the WCL North second half, with Wenatchee winning in the 2.5 games left. Nobody can catch them. That's why they win the second-half title, too. The first-round opponent for the weekend is also set. It'll be Victoria. Meanwhile, Edmonton would face Bellingham in that first round. Now, Wenatchee and Victoria will play Game 1 on the road. Game 2 will be Sunday at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium at 6:35, and NCWLIFE Channel will be there to broadcast it live. Join myself and Brandon Schmitten with all the play-by-play. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Wednesday.